unmute?
The host asked for that.
Huh?
The host asked me for that.
Look at them there.
Hi, Doug.
Hello, David.
How you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Not bad. Not bad. Hey, I'll be right back with you, Doug. I'll be right back. Hello.
Okay. All right. It is January the 4th, 2021. We're going to call this Finance Committee meeting to order. Present are council members Harris, Bub, Blake, Marmee, and sitting in for Lang is Mr. Barker. First item on the agenda is a request for appropriation in the amount of $2,950.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, this is an amount for Tim Hickman's payout as that was a result of him being appointed as safety director.
I'll offer a motion.
Second.
I got a motion by Bub, second by Harris. Any questions and or discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by thumbs up. Those opposed, same sign. That motion passes 5-0. Next item on the agenda is a request for appropriation in the amount of $450,000.
I can speak to that. This is $450,000 that's needed to finish the construction of the fire station on Sharon Valley Road. The source of this was EMS billing funds that were being held for such occasion.
I'll offer a motion.
Second.
I have a motion by Bub, second by Harris. Any questions and or comments? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by thumbs up. Those opposed, same sign. That motion passes 5-0.
Thank you.
That concludes the oh, go ahead.
I just said thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you. That concludes the Finance Committee. Next up is Service.
Mr. Marmee, would you like to sit in for Mr. Lang on Service Committee?
Sure.
Okay, we'll call the Service Committee meeting to order. Those present are myself, Rath, Harris, Baker, Blake, and Doug Marmee sitting in for Jonathan Lang. Up first, consider resolution number 21-02, a resolution authorizing and directing the Director of Public Services to advertise for bids and enter into contracts subject to the appropriation of funds for various construction projects. That would be.
It's Brian Moorhead. I'll speak on that one.
Hi, Brian. Your video not working?
Yeah, video is not working for some reason. I don't Don't know why, but worked earlier on another call. So,
Probably because you have.
well,
closed in
this
crowd.
is standard legislation that we do every year. We've got 6 projects that we anticipate going out to bid for this coming construction season. Our street maintenance project, our concrete maintenance project. We've been funded through Ohio Public Works Commission, through the State Capital Improvements Program for partial funding on the Country Club Drive at Sharon Valley Road Roundabout. The fourth project is East Church Street streetscape and alley improvements. We have applied for funding for that one. We will hear this spring if we are included in the funding on that one. And then our stormwater utility, we've got a small drainage project with about 3 or 4 neighborhoods lined up that we'd like to go out to bid, and we want to get that out to bid and get under construction this year. And then for the wastewater treatment plant, Roger has the ultraviolet light disinfection system upgrade that he would also like to go out to bid as well. So if there's any questions on any of those, I'll be glad to try to answer them at this point.
Okay. Anybody questions from the committee? Do we have anybody other than committee members, Mr. Barker, wanting to chime in?
Not that I see.
Okay. I'll entertain a motion.
So move.
Motion
Second.
by Bub, seconded by Parker. Any further questions or comments? All those in favor of sending this on to council signify with a thumbs up. All opposed, thumbs down. That motion will be carried forward with a vote of 5-0. Up next, consider resolution number 21-03, a resolution authorizing and directing the Director of Public Service to advertise for bids and enter into contract for certain essential supplies for various departments of the city of Newark, Ohio for 2021. Mr. Rhodes, you're still on mute, Mr. Rhodes.
I'll speak to this one as well, Jeff.
Okay,
It's Brian Moorhead.
go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, so this again is a typical beginning of the year piece of legislation for us. In April, in March, we typically accept bids for materials to be used for the water and wastewater plant, the chemicals that are used down there, and then for street maintenance materials at the street department. And then occasionally we bid out some traffic control items. I don't think we've got anything this year that we need to bid out though, but if there's any questions on any of those, I'll be glad to try to answer them.
All right. Any questions from anybody in the committee?
I'll offer a motion, Mr. Chairman.
Motion by
Second.
Bub, seconded by Barker. Any further questions? Mr. Moorhead, I'll have a question for you after this vote. But seeing no further questions, all in favor of passing this on to council signify with a thumbs up. All opposed, thumbs down. That motion will carry forward with a vote of 5-0. Brian, I'd sent you an email earlier today. Actually, it was only probably a couple hours ago, but I was hoping I could get you to respond to that constituent in the 3rd Ward.
Okay, I haven't seen the email yet, but I'll take a look at it.
Yeah, just somebody that's complaining about how rough 40th Street looks. And I obviously know that that's part of an extensive project that's going to go on for a long period of time and will certainly not look like that when the project is done. But I can't speak in as much detail or as eloquently as you. So if you could.
Yep, we'll take a look at it.
Address it.
Yep, we'll take a look at it and respond to it. Thanks.
Perfect. Thank you very much. I have no other items. So with that, the service committee will be dismissed and council will resume at 7:30.